The boy is in front of a company, praying to God to give him an opportunity to work in that company. The employee watches everything. He goes towards the boy. The employee throws coins at him. And he questions what the boy wants. The boy explains that he came to leave his resume, as there were vacancies for the company's administrative sector. The employee says it won't be possible. The boy swears that he has the necessary experience to fill the position. The employee says that with the boy's appearance, he will get nowhere. And he adds by suggesting throwing the resume in the trash and not wasting his time. The boy asks why. The employee asks him to just leave. And the boy leaves with his head down. But he had a camera recording everything. The boy throws his resume in the trash. The girl is going to throw something in the trash. She sees the folder and wonders what it is. And she comments that it's a resume, and a good one, and she doesn't understand why the resume is being thrown in the trash. And she takes her CV with her to be evaluated. The employee says he would never let that filth put his resume here. The girl tells the employee that she found a resume, and he says he doesn't want to know. The girl says the resume is good. He asks her to leave him alone and take the resume wherever she wants. The girl says that this person has everything it takes to get the job. And she is surprised to learn the qualifications of the person on the resume. And she says that if she takes it to human resources, it will take a long time to be evaluated, and she thinks it's better to take it directly to her boss. The woman comments to the employee about the lack of good workers in the administrative area. And she asks him for help looking at the CVs. He comments that he will help and has a suggestion. He comments that among these CVs, he has one from his cousin, who is very qualified, and is sure that he will be the best choice for the position at the company. The boss says she will evaluate, but the other candidates will be evaluated as well. He says he knows that no one is better than his cousin. They start to evaluate. He says this is his cousin's CV. The boss says he sees that his resume is really good, but he has no experience. And he will continue evaluating other CVs. The employee comments that he hasn't seen any good resume for the position, except his cousin's, which is excellent. The boss says he will see everyone. The girl doesn't know what to do at that moment. She becomes thoughtful, but no ideas appear for her to do. She thinks about calling her boss directly. After the boss answers, the girl asks how the process of selecting candidates for the job vacancy is going. The boss says she's at the end, but she still hasn't found a good resume. The girl tells her boss that she found a resume and it looks perfect for the company. The boss says he can't just leave his CVs alone. The girl comments that she found him and asks if she can take him. The boss asks to bring it so she can see if it's really good. The girl says the resume is perfect and she's going to take it to her boss. The boss says she will be on standby. The girl asks if she wants coffee. The boss replies that she doesn't need to, as she already drank earlier. And the girl says that everything went well. The girl goes to the boss's office. And the boss comments that she hopes it's a really good resume. The girl hands it to her. The boss says she's all crumpled up. The girl asks her boss to see her resume, and she won't regret it. The employee says he remembers the folder and asks to see it. And the boss says she'll look at it herself. The employee says he belongs to a beggar and doesn't need to waste time. The boss says it's an excellent CV. The boss says she has never seen a resume like this. The employee says it must be a mistake. The boss says that if what he has on his resume is true, he will be the perfect candidate. And she asks the girl to call this candidate. The girl says she doesn't have a photo, but she will try to find this candidate. The employee says it's a waste of time to call that beggar. The boss tells the girl to review the security cameras. The girl says that she found the folder in the trash, and if she looks at the recordings, they might understand what happened. The boss asks to look at the company's cell phone. The employee once again insists not to waste their time. The girl says she gained access to the cameras. The boss looks at the recordings. And the girl says that now she understands why the folder is in the trash. The boss thanks the girl for her help. The boy is again in front of the company, and the girl appears. He apologizes. The girl asks if he is ready. And she tells him to come in. The boy questions the girl. And she asks him to come in and they are waiting for him. And she asks the boy to hurry. The two arrive at the office. The boss asks to sit down. The boy says he doesn't need it. The employee says he warned him he was a beggar. The boss says the resume is excellent and questions whether everything in it is true. The boy answers yes and comments that when he arrived, the employee told him to throw it in the trash. The woman asks him to forget about it, and if everything on his resume is true, he will be welcome at the company. The boy says that everything is true that he has on his CV, and today he is like this because he fell. And the woman questions why she is in this situation. The boy says he worked with many important companies, but what happened to him was because of the fall. And the woman asks him to explain this. The boy says that his fall was a stumble, due to his own pride. And much more, for your lack of humility. And along the way, he ended up getting lost. And after losing everything, he became an alcoholic, and to recover, it was a tremendous struggle, as he had no one by his side, but he still wanted to turn things around. The employee is furious about this. And the woman asks who the boy is today. The boy says he just wants to turn things around, because he knows he will never let pride get the best of him again. The woman says she saw everything on camera. And she didn't fail to notice how her employee treated the boy. And the woman congratulates the boy for his willpower and faith. And she says she will give him an opportunity to show that he has really changed. The employee asks about his cousin. She responds that his cousin won't have any position in the company and neither will he. He questions the boss, and she tells him to shut up. And the woman says that she will give the boy a chance, but he needs to show that he has really changed, and welcomes him. He thanks the woman, and the employee congratulates the boy. And he thanks everyone,